I was actually brought up in Christian Science by my mother, and I had the option to do it, to continue practicing it or not, like as I grew up. But in my life, even starting really young, it just always really helped me. So I stuck with it. I had like no problem sticking with it. And when I went off to college, I got to do it on my own. Looking for colleges was definitely helpful. Keeping in mind just the fact that you're always in your right place and you have a place that will appreciate you. You've been thought of and you are so appreciated and you're so wonderful just the way you are, that there's no reason you should be going to a college that doesn't love you. And there's also no reason why you shouldn't love wherever you are when you're in college. So that was a big deal for me. There were a lot of really great colleges I looked at, but it was mostly important for me that the people there, like we felt, had kind of like this connection. I mean, it wasn't so much like the portfolio or the like reputation of the school, even though that's definitely great because it like usually stands for something. But it was wonderful to have that like placement and that freedom to feel like you were being guided. Well, at first, I had this idea that I was so, like society would say, you need to make sure you can make money, you need to make sure you're going to like a university that has like a big open, like, so you have many, many options, as many opportunities as possible. But the more I studied and the more I was like praying about, what I have to offer to communicate with people and the things that I love to do, the more like art school seemed like a good choice. And then so much about like just knowing how important it is to express yourself in science and health. There's big emphasis on expressing your true child of God. And art, that's like what it lets you do. I mean, it's so powerful to like have the chance to really express what you feel and who you are. So that really helped me feel confident in my decision. And there's also that sense that when you are on the right path, there's no other path that looks as like hopeful and as like the future just looks so bright. And even if it seems risky, even if society's saying like, oh, I don't know, art school, you can feel through intuition, through like your connection with God, through reading like science and health, and you get like the little bits of encouragement, you can feel what direction is really calling you. So that really helped me. In the transition from high school to college, I was really worried about my friendships. In high school, I had spent all this time cultivating all these friendships, and like we knew so much about each other, and like, oh no, what's going to happen when you go to college? You're going to lose everybody. And I did actually end up losing like a good 50% of my friends from high school, which is kind of difficult for me. But so I go to college, and I'm thinking to myself, look, I care about Christian Science. I love this stuff. These next friends that I have, I'm not going to hold back. Like Mary Baker Eddy wasn't afraid to share about Christian Science. Give a cup of cold water in Christ's name and never fear. So I was thinking about that. I was a little nervous because I'm like in college, and you wouldn't think that people my age would be thinking about it. But I brought it in. And I also brought in the idea that everywhere I go, I wanted to be kind of raising up the thought process, So this is how I approached making my friends in college. And today, I have some fantastic friends. Like, we talk about everything, and there are challenges here and there, but I can talk about Christian Science like it's just fun. Like, we get together on purpose to specifically talk about Christian Science and to discuss science and health and to talk about like different bits of it that they've used in their life, and that what I found out, and they ask me questions, and I'm like, Mary Baker Eddy would be so happy right now. But like, I don't know, like she must have had so much fun like just sharing these new ideas. Hard work, definitely. Like when they call me up and they're like crying, we definitely work hard, but it's so rewarding. And it was definitely through Mary Baker Eddy that I had the courage to like show that, to express it. I'm getting ready to have to start looking for a career, and I honestly have no idea really what I'm going to be doing. I have no physical idea, no material idea about what I'm going to be doing after college. I barely even know what my portfolio is going to be looking like because in my first semester of my senior year. So people keep asking me, like, what are you going to do with your life? And I keep saying, I don't know. But I'm really enjoying the fact that I can say I don't know, but I'm not afraid. Like, it doesn't scare me. I mean, there are plenty of things to be afraid of, like, oh, I'm going to have to start paying for my own rent, and, oh no, what am I going to do with, like, in New York, I'm in the middle of New York, how am I going to survive, you know? But Christian Science really lets you know that you're taken care of, and you will always be provided for. And it's really about your ability to tap into your faith, you know? And it sounds a little cheesy, but it's really like, it's not. You can hit that sense of conviction and faith, and you can hit it for one little second, and that is powerful enough to get you all the way through to your next thing, whatever that is, you know? So I'm curious to see what I'm going to be doing after college, but I'm really not afraid, and I'm grateful, so grateful to be in that position. I want everybody to know about Christian Science. I want to share with the whole universe.